So if you're interested in creating a light beam, such as the one you see with Mr. Williams, there's two different ways you can do this. One, once you have your alien all ready to go, I didn't go that far, but I'm just going to show you with this particular image. Depending on which way the hand is, you obviously would want your person to be on a separate layer. Or if, such as here, you can see the palm, you can put the light beam above it. So I'm going to make a new layer. There's two different ways. I'll show you. This is the first way. So one, you can use a brush that you download. I uploaded 2 light beam brush packs that you can use into the Aliens tabloid folder. So you can use those if you wish. So all I did was make a blank layer and pick up my brush tool. And you can pick any one of these that you want. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a nice bright color, any color you want. I'm going to put it down. You can make this, you could click a couple times if you wanted to make it darker or brighter, totally up to you. And all I'm going to do is rotate it, put it into place. Again, this works really well for me right now because I can see his palm. If you can't, you would want to move the light beam layer below your alien layer. And then because it ends here like this, all I'm going to do is go up to Edit, Transform, and you can either choose Distort or Warp to just pull the rest of this out so that it extends to the rest of your image. So it doesn't look like it was truncated off and kind of deleted, because that ends up looking just a little bit strange. Hit my check mark, and I'm simply going to nudge it around with my arrow keys so that it ends up a little bit closer into its palm. And there you have a light beam. So that's one way of doing it. And there's lots of other light beams that you could try out as well, but that's one way. The other thing that you can do is you could use the pen tool. Make sure that up here in the top left-hand corner it says Shape. You can choose your color right up here. I'm leaving the stroke empty for now. And all I'm going to do is I'm literally going to draw a light beam. So I'm going to click inside the palm. I'm going to start up here. I'm going to move down here. I'm going to move it out beyond my picture because it'll make it a little bit easier. And I'm essentially going to make a big giant triangle. Make another one at his palm, go back to my original point, look for the circle, and close it. Now from here you could do a couple different things. You could add an outer glow so that it appears like it's glowing a little bit more. You can even choose your color picker box and choose the same green color that you had or whatever color you happen to be using. I'm going to click OK. And if you like it like this, you could leave it like this. You could drop the opacity down so you have an effect something like that. You could also switch it to something like overlay. Depending on your image will depend on which one you decide to do. It could even be soft light, but play around with them in order to get your best option. And you could do the outer glow, you could not do the outer glow. It really is kind of up to you. So those are your two ways on how to create a light beam. You could also maybe even think about doing, sorry about that. You could even think about doing a second light beam. Maybe if you decide to use a brush or something and you want to do kind of like a multi-layered effect, you could do that as well by putting one on another layer. Making it kind of a multi-layered effect. Totally up to you. And play around with it. And you could even, erase some of these ends to make it blend a little bit better, or do the distort like I showed you before to change it up a little bit. And you could even play around with the colors, mixing them together if you wanted to, in case you wanted to have like a multi-layered effect. You could do that as well. Hope this helps. Bye, guys.